All right, everyone. NQ Futures. Will we go higher? We have already had a huge move today. Look at that move. Wow. And now we're creating another bull flag pennant here. The question is, will we break out? It's a 5-minute chart. Let's adjust that there. As you can see, I'm up $190 in my Apex account. Took a couple of trades earlier. Actually, they were in the late night session. I had some things to do this morning. And missed the move, obviously. And just trying to figure out, we're up 1% for the day. And is this going to be it? We've come down and broken, we haven't closed yet, one more minute, below the 9. Now, if you can see, we just closed below the 9 EMA, which might be indicative of a little bit more of a move down. We'll see, because we have not really had a close below the 9 EMA on the 5-minute chart since we opened. So this is the first close below the 9 EMA. Does that mean anything? Not sure, we'll see. We've got the 21 EMA right here, which is right about at this breakout level. And it's like we're coming back down. I'd be very, very hesitant to take a short in this market, especially today after this move up. I would have to see a break and hold below this 21, and then maybe we get a move back down to the 50 or the VWAP, but we still got this little pivot point right there. So yeah, longs is what we're looking for right now. Okay. Let's take a look at the 30-minute chart. Yeah, the pullback area might be, a really nice pullback area might be right here, around this 23.035. Could be a good pullback. Hourly chart. And then I always like to look at the 4-hour. So if we look at the 4-hour, let's move that over here. Let's move that over here. Yeah, so yeah, the best pullback area would be right here at 23,000, but I don't know that we're going to get that 80-point pullback. Yeah. Huh. 15-minute chart. Yeah, the best pullback is right here to the 23,000 mark, but you still got to fight this pivot point here, so I don't know if that's going to happen today. We'll watch this pennant. Yeah, perfect bull flag pennant right here. So it's very bullish, ladies and gentlemen. The only thing is we've got over an 80 point move back down to the VWAP. That would be beautiful. Definitely would be taking longs there depending on what these candles look like on the way down. But right now we're just watching. Just watching. Alright, 5-minute chart. We got two closes below the 9. We're right at the 21 EMA. We're going to hold here, or what's going to happen? See what the rest of the market's doing. Nvidia retracing a little bit. Apple's still strong. Microsoft very strong today. Palantir, Tesla. Yeah, we'll see. Tough to say if we're gonna continue. Alright. Coming down to the 21 here. This is a possible short. Candle just started. Hit the 21, are we gonna bounce? We're gonna bounce right here. So we're getting a bounce up to 21. The 2 minute. The 2 minute we're got a cross here. The 9 cross the 21, so that's typically bearish, but again we're inside this pennant, so have to see. Come right down in this area of confluence. Gonna wait. 3-minute chart. I like to look at the 3 minutes sometimes. Not quite as noisy as the 2, but it gives you a little more action than the 5. Yeah. bottom of the pennant. Below the breakout point. My favorite, the 5. Alrighty. Will we hold the 21 EMA? Let's look at a bigger time frame. 15 minute. Look at that, right there at the 9. Yeah, we could be bouncing here. Don't be fooled with shorts. We are in an uptrend. Alright, back to the 5. Back to the 5. If we break below this wick here, take some scalps, but again, you got all this to deal with right here. This whole pivot area right here, so. All right. Got a nice wick sweep below the 21 EMA here, and then right back up. And then we're getting a second touch of the 21 EMA here. But the fact is we're still below the 9, so we're going to hold here for a moment. What will we do? Get a second bounce off that 21. Typically, when I see a retracement with red candles, this one 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We've seen 30 minutes of red 5-minute candles. Retracing on this bull pennant right here. So typically, I don't like to go long until I see a first 5-minute candle to make a new high. So I would like to see a 5-minute candle to at least close above this previous 5-minute candle. But it's risky because we're still under the pennant here. So ideally, I'd like to see a close, another close above the 21, a close above the 9, and then come up here and close above this pennant here before I be looking for another move up. But I do like the fact that, see, we got another minute on this candle. If we had another close above the 21, that'd be a good sign. Maybe we found a bottom here. Yep, another close above the 21. So here we go. Okay. Here we go. We're in. I took a little trade there. A little bit early on my entry. A little scalp action. Let's see if we can get a little break above this candle here. 2 closes above the 21. So we get right up to the 9. Okay, there we go. Moving up. Like that. Okay, quick little scalp there. It was only $21, but again, it's about base hits. Let me clear these out before we get another trade. I should have held. Look at that. Man. It was the right idea, but I was out too quick. Oh well. And this is what I like to tell you. We got this close right here. Above the, or we got this move above the first 5-minute candle above this previous 5. We're closing here. And we can still look at some more longs here. All right. This $21 is just in my little 25,000 Apex funded account. Just take a little mini base hits on that. This 190 was on my Apex $100,000 eval account. Yeah, nice move there. So let's see where this candle closes. We got a close right here. Yep. Yeah, I should have held for another, probably would have been another $50 there, but I didn't. So move on. Guys, keep an eye for this breakout here above the pennant. I will be right back. Alright, well maybe it was a good idea that I got out of that a little bit early because we just got a big wick rejection off the 9. But will we continue up? Should be a good trade right here if we bounce off the 9 again. But look at we're coming below. Yeah, see, I'm glad I got. Now in hindsight, glad I just took that quick scalp and I'm out. Will we break below this level here? Let's see. Looks like we're coming below. Still not going to be looking at any longs. Any shorts. I'm up over $200 on the day, and see, false breakdown there. Took out some stops. Some people were long. They had stops right here below this wick that just took them out and back up again. So, gotta be careful in this market. Will we continue? Ooh, look like we're coming back down again. Wow, seeing a little breakdown here. What's happening in the market? Huh? I don't know. Apple Microsoft's still holding up. Okay, we're seeing a breakdown here. Interesting. Problem is, got all this junk to deal with here. Maybe we're coming back down. Maybe we want VWAP like we talked about before. Let's see what happens with this candle. Wow. We'll miss that. We missed that. Back up again. Back up again. All right. Wow, look at that. Back up. Guys, I'm going to switch over. This is my funded futures account I got here. I haven't done anything with it yet. I bought a $50,000 starter plus eval. And maybe this is where we have a chance to get funded. Yeah. Oh, Mitch, get your stuff together. Okay, here we go. We got a pivot point down here at 23,036. We see that. We got a break above below the 21 EMA. This candle closes. Look at that. Let's see where we close here. 2 clicks and I miss it. Oh, look at that. Wow. Look at that. You go short and I'm glad I didn't take it. Look at that. Right off that pivot area. Crazy. 950. Did we get some news? Wow. Glad we didn't touch that. Okay, we must have got some news. What a crazy candle there. Gonna keep going down? Okay, I'm not touching it. We might keep going down, but I'm not touching it. Yeah, I'm not touching it. Okay, look at that. Crazy. Look at that. We're gonna keep going down. Maybe we got some news. Wow, look at that. Yeah. I don't know what's going on right now, but it is a good time for me to stop. I am not going to blow any accounts or blow any more money. So I am, look at it, we're moving. We're moving. Where do you find an entry point? I would have liked to see this retrace, but it came right back. Look at that. Wow. All right. Missed the move. This is where discipline and patience comes in. I am not going to take a trade here. I'm going to move this right here to this pivot point. Might just come down here and bounce. Wow. What's happening in the regular market? Yeah, everything's starting to come down a little bit. Wow. Apple, Microsoft. Interesting. All right. We're touching this pivot point here. Will we get a bounce? Hard to say. Remember, we're still at 0.87 for the day. I'll look at the 30-minute chart. Yeah, we got some retracement coming, but yeah. That's a big move down, man. It's still going. But where do you enter? You know, that's the key. So we're getting a bounce off the 50 EMA right now. Look at that. Nice bounce off the 50 EMA. That's why I have that on my chart. It does come into play sometimes. And right back up. All right, everyone. We are up about $212 for the day, and I'm going to take that. I missed the big move early this morning. Got a scalp later on, and so anyways, preserve the capital, and hey, everybody have a great 4th of July weekend, and we will be back here on Monday. Wow, look at that candle. I'm tempted to go short right here. I'm tempted to go short right there. Maybe my other account. Alright. No. See? Alright, we're staying put. Have a great weekend, everyone.